Boom! You are live on the TruMon Show with the great Prashant Trivedi, PT. An honor once again. I'm very grateful for your presence, full presence
Yes,
and power as usual.
nice
You
to be
seem
here
to be
again.
doing fine.
Yes, yes, all fine, everything's fine.
You, I won't ask you because when I rewatch all our videos, sometimes I always ask you, "So, PT, how are you?"
Yes,
I'm
yes,
fine. So you
yes,
seem to be doing fine.
yes, yes.
PT,
For now,
we're
yes,
together today
yes,
to maybe not explore because it's a topic that's been around for a long time,
yes,
higher realm, lower realm, but we have been programmed a lot onto this earth with movies and Hollywood and all that nonsense conceptual stuff around heaven and hell.
yes,
Now, from my perspective, what I see, and I'm sure a lot of people will relate, I'm not a different kind of human. I'm human like everybody. So
yes,
I have perspective on life, definitely. And to me, higher realm, lower realm is a concept that's not, they make it a concept because they don't want it to be too appealing to the masses,
yes,
when in reality, that's why I put realities, lower IRM, lower realm realities, because in
mm,
reality, it is appealing to be in the higher realm. And that's
mm,
what the higher realm for me is the higher self, is the, you
yes,
can call it
yes,
heaven, but it's right here, right now. It's on earth. It's not like,
yes,
okay, we can go with also Vedic cosmology and like seven realms above, seven realms below. But if we go with what
mm,
we observe,
yeah,
it's possible to be in the higher realm. But
yes,
PT, what's your opinion on this? The lower
yeah. The
realm,
first
higher
first
realm.
thing we would start with, the 20th century has been the century of advertisement, marketing, right? Marketing.
Yeah,
And so we have to just look at where did the marketing go, which direction, what was it advertising? Let's just say, like, so the cinema basically was used as a tool for marketing and
propaganda.
advertising,
Yeah,
and yeah, which finally is the propaganda, marketing, advertising, propaganda. Now, but then Hollywood was the biggest tool because that is for the whole world, right? The whole world watches Hollywood. So what was happening in Hollywood, if you notice, like all the movies was like, whenever they showed heaven, and they said it's heaven, they didn't use that. They used the word heaven. It'll be some white room with white light,
yeah,
infinite white space, totally boring with some boring person sitting there, and they were just like, everything is very boring. They'll show it like that, or they'll show it like some diner is happening, same as Earth, American Diner or something, which is nothing special, you know. So if the depictions of heaven always have been very negative, very boring, nobody would want to go there, like, as if white is the only color there. I mean, out there you can have any amount of colors, and whenever they show something is there, they show everything is like a American suburb, just
yeah.
like one building next building like that, and people are, you know when heaven is totally opposite of that. In heaven, each being can create their own subdomain and make it look like as how they want. Do you know what I'm saying? So it'll have the most amount of individuality and differentiation, rather than this continuous suburbia kind of, you know, uh,
Monotone thing.
monotone things
Yeah,
which they try to show. So they're
yeah,
always depicting heaven in a very, very, let's say, negative light.
yeah.
Okay, right? And oh, you'll just get bored out there. It's nothing there, no need to even pay attention there. Nothing to do with no disease, no aging, none of that, long lifespan, no, nothing, none. That will only lead to boredom because it's also boring. But when they show lower realms, like in Star Wars and stuff, they have these big buildings and the flying cars, excitement, this is happening, that is happening, you're always, they want to make it seem like a big saga tale is happening out there. You'll not be bored. Do you understand? You'll be
Yeah.
forever entertained. Do you know what I'm saying? By strange things, like all of that. Like, so, but the whole picturization and the way that is shown is like, definitely, yeah, this is the place to be. If you ask any person, would you choose that or this? Majority will say, like, this seems more appealing. But that's the marketing and advertising which has happened for 50 plus years, 60, 70 now. I mean, and it never is changing. It's not actually changing anytime. When the reality of heaven is that it has so many more advantages and to the lower plane, and actually they never highlight those. They never highlight that beings can get whatever they want out there, or it is as per their creation. They can have their own sort of creation, you know.
Yeah,
Like for example, like having on earth like a place which you like, and what the flowers you like, the foods you like, and everything organic, nice, nice weather, everything, like which people want on earth even, you know that kind of space, everyone. But they don't say like heaven is the place for that space. They would, and they would even sometimes show that space in the lower realm, but
yeah.
never in the higher realm, never. So it's a very clear message. The higher realm is not worth going to. This is even the first ones, that they're not worth going to at all, so
But the higher realms is also positivity, truth,
true. Yeah.
facts, all that stuff. So for sure, truth can
A
be a
higher
bit
standard of
shocking sometimes.
existence, even a higher standard of existence. Like if the pain is not there, then there's a higher standard of existence. It's not like,
Yeah,
you get diseased and then you go into some machine and then get better again, which they show in the lower realms. Oh, doesn't matter if you get diseased. You'll get diseased, but you'll go into this machine and you'll come out fine. Like, so
yeah,
that's also advertising, right? Like it's like our technology is so great out there. Like technology is so, but in heaven you don't even need that technology because you're not getting sick in the first place. So that's that's the whole like direction. Like humans are here on earth to make a choice, like this way or that way. That's the choice human beings have, being in the center. you know so that choice they're affecting by their propaganda towards one direction only. Everything is towards that direction. So I think we need more things like creation now. Through media, everybody can make a movie right now through the AI tools, you know and things like that. We need more sort of things which show heaven in the right way, in the right light, as it is. So there is some awareness about the higher planes, and heaven is the first level higher plane, just after the Elven realm. Eh, when it comes to Elven realm, thankfully in Lord of the Rings and some things, Elven realm is shown as better, you know but those are not Hollywood productions in a way, but they are shown to be better. But heaven is even higher than the Elven realm, actually. So yeah, so
and
that's,
heaven is
yeah,
magical. That's where all
yeah,
the magic happen. Like you
yes,
can make
yes,
magic with your life, and also
yes,
in heaven, heavenly state of mind, if you want to say it.
yeah,
Uh, it's very important to self-preserve your magnetic field,
yeah, and
right?
no psychological issues, no psychological issues,
Yeah,
no problems, no confusions, no nonsense, no unnecessary depression, all of those things, which are taken for granted. They will never delve into it, these states of being, because in the lower realms, when they show them, they can still not show them like that. They know that there is problems there and people are
yeah,
having problems. They have to show that, but they somehow try to make it more dramatic and entertaining,
yeah.
drama and entertainment, so that people still think that, yeah, it is like that, but it's okay, because it'll be fun, you know, in that kind of way. But that is not never fun on earth or nowhere. Like, it's not a fun thing to, like, so they're basically pushing people in that direction always, about
But
of
I
strife.
I
Like,
think people are easily attainable also. Like they let those vibrations get to them. So
yeah,
that's why I was telling you that magnetic field or aura or whatever you call it around you has
mm,
to be so in tune with nature and elements and all the higher realm so
yes,
that
but
the
yeah,
lower realm stuff can get to you.
yeah, because the thing is, again, like when people see a very good sunset on earth, right, everybody enjoys it, like
Yeah, I
everybody,
was there yesterday for the sunset.
yeah,
I
okay,
don't
so,
miss
so
any
so
sunset.
so everybody enjoys it,
Yeah,
but they don't show that whatever sunset you can see on earth, the best one, okay, the best sunsets which you see on earth, the best ones, like the highest quality ones, the best ones,
yeah,
heaven has more than that of that same kind of thing. So that is a selling point, like like of our realms, but they would never show that. Just a white,
Yeah.
plain white. You've seen those, like
Yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
plain
Yeah.
white, and where God sits also is like that. Like when they show God just sitting in a white,
Yeah. On top of a cloud, or
in a white, white room, which is like tube light, sort of. I think they make it in studio with the tube lights, and it's white. Everything is white, and there's nothing else. It's so it's not interesting, basically, to anybody. Basically, it's like person would be like, "Oh, what am I going to do there?" Like, this is no fun. Like, basically, that's the image they want to portray of our realms. Basically, so that humans are dissuaded from ever even going in that direction, like even before you start, like this way or that way, because both sides should be clear. Like there should be information and knowledge and depictions of both sides, not just one side, you know so there's a whole skew here. Like there is no balance in the education, and again, about these things. And most of the education happens through media and Hollywood and all of these things in these
could
ways.
also all that nonsense programming propaganda passed on to us through our genes, through the mother, to because sometimes I have issues with the fact that we're so much in darkness for so long on this earth.
Yeah.
But how does it sustain itself, this darkness? There's so much light and love and stuff, and we come into this world and we're like in lower realm at start,
I,
from
I,
birth almost, like.
I, I think that a lot of the like texts even of depictions of higher realms or understandings of higher realms, like the Vedic texts are there, okay, or the Nordic texts are there, or whatever, have been not made, let's just say, like part of education at all.
Yeah.
That's deliberate. That's deliberate. Okay, so knowledge is only existing about these things in a very, very specific little spots.
Yeah.
It's not very widespread. So something which is not that widespread, you can put a plug on it, right? And then choose to, and since you are have all the resources, what is the money or whatever right now, you can promote what you want to promote, because Hollywood and stuff is all about like having big budgets, and
Yeah.
you have all the sets and you have all the equipment, and to show what you want to show, you know not all what is, so it is like all the resources also are going in that direction, because that's why I was saying this AI and stuff will be better for people, because even a person who doesn't have those resources now, you know if they have an idea, can put those into that thing for it to generate those images and things to depict that those higher realms better to people, which is another way this tool should be used. The AI tool should be used in the coming times, because so that it's more accessible. Movie making become more accessible to everybody. For example, when YouTube came,
Yeah.
then even I had a channel just with one camera, right? Like, and it showed like all this more heavenly music and more heavenly things. LotusOcean, we try to do that, right? With just
Yeah.
one camera, right? So then we could do something, right? There was an opportunity for the first time that you can. Earlier, like if you wanted to have a channel, right, in 80s or 90s,
No.
you needed, how much money did you need for having a channel? Like, it's it's you can't really have it, like, so all those things were totally like shut up. Like, it was depending on the people who have those resources, what they want, what is their agenda, what do they want the fellow humans on earth to think, what direction they want their mind and their intelligence and their attention to be going into, so that, so like we have had this chance only in the last 15, 20 years, 15 years now, to even do these things and put our side of the
Yeah.
things into public you know. And like right now, this talk also, your channel, like right now, like all of that is possible only like, so I think like when AI comes and people have more chances to, because animation and stuff is expensive still, you know, to get some work done in that way, to show something which is not on Earth, you know, to depict something else requires, you know, some effort. And I think that'll be good. And I think we need a counter movement in this direction, basically. So,
Okay, so the counter movement is
yeah,
collective awareness. Now,
yes.
how do we go about growing that stuff? Because people are not even aware of higher realms, PT. There's no
Oh,
even there's
yeah.
no even lower realms or higher realms or
Yeah,
anything of
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I think
It's just freaking down,
people are
down.
getting more aware of actual earthly things, like what is better on Earth. That organic food is better, right? It tastes
Yeah,
better. Okay,
yeah.
it
No,
tastes
no
better.
poison.
Yeah, okay. So that means that is more towards heavenly side
Yeah,
than the lower side. So other food like the GMO food, right?
Frankenstein food and
Yeah, that is towards the lower side. Okay, now that is towards the higher side. So that much understanding has happened, right? It tastes better, right? Taste, feeling after eating it, all of that, you know, that sort of things people can understand. And people are realizing that. People are realizing nature, people are realizing the beauty in nature and the higher heavenly aspects of earth nature. You know what I'm saying? So it's a question of like whether they put attention on those things more. And I think the attention has increased on those things
yeah, definitely.
as a whole.
Yeah,
So then people are in the right place now. Those people who have done that to go in that direction and make that I want that. This is the direction I want to move in. It's the direction finally, right? Like you don't have to go immediately to the destination, but you still have to be in that direction, moving towards that, going in that direction. Okay, so that's what I think is happening, and this whole brainwashing of that higher plane, they'll have to connect to the higher experience on earth, and people are going to move towards the and reject the nonsensical things, more and more. The divide will become more stronger, like, that this sucks and this is better, like,
yeah.
so like that basically is the
But
step.
when you see a possibility of a higher realm within yourself, now it's work. It's major, major work you're gonna have to do because you've been programmed
Yeah,
into nothing of that. None of this exists even before you change your perspective. We can use the word
yeah,
awakening. I use the
yeah.
word change your perspective.
because
Uh,
uh, because a lot of people are sick and tired of the nonsense. Okay, if
yeah,
psychological problems and psychological, so then if you're like sick of psychological problems, then you will say like, I want more psychological sorting, I want this more sorted, then only you'll move towards that, so I think that things have gotten to that bad a level that people automatically want something better, at least something moving in a right direction upwards, so whereas you said like an individual level, if you're more psychological sorting, then you're going towards the higher realm anyways. Your perception will be in that direction anyways, so which is on earth also. You can feel that, earth gives glimpses of both. Earth is in the middle, so earth is neutral in that way, so and it gives both sort of opportunities. So then,
so Earth
yeah,
Earth being the plane of inertia, like you said,
yeah, yeah,
now there is higher realm and lower realm on Earth. Also, there's the sea and the ocean that goes super deep, and
yeah,
there's the sky with the stars and the sun and the moon and
yeah.
all the celestial bodies. So
Mm.
we can observe an higher realm up there.
Yeah. Yes.
So
Yes.
now, if we go into the physical part, not us, not inside us, but outside of
And
us,
also, yeah. Outside also,
there
yes.
can clear everyone on earth can clearly see there's something above.
Above, it's upwards, upwards, up,
Yeah,
upwards.
but
Yeah,
and
because those stars and stuff are representing those realms. They're representing the higher realms. That's what the stars are showing. That's why they used to say this star cluster is where this realm is there. Then this star cluster, this realm is there. These are realms of existence. Okay,
yeah,
so obviously that pointing is there, but obviously people are not taught that. People are taught that these are just planets and they might have life, might not have life. These are stars, suns, all this fake science.
Yeah, of course.
The
Fill
thing
them
which they
with
have put so
nonsense.
that even that which people see above doesn't look like higher to them.
No, it's
They,
that's
they,
what I'm
they, they,
saying.
they, they, they think it might be worse than Earth because they had made so many of these series, like when they made a Star Trek, they showed like they went on those planets and the planets was worse off than Earth, a lot of them. So what's the point? Earth was better than those
Yeah,
planets, like that's what they showed. So again, that is again propaganda tool, right? So what you are actually looking at, and there's something which the ancients knew, all the ancients knew that this is the case, but they have changed the story. They just changed the storyline completely. They make it seem
oh,
like these are just balls of gases and some planets where there no life is possible, just burning and
yeah, yeah.
sulfuric, something like that, and nothing really going on out there.
And
Yeah.
millions of miles away from you,
Yes,
which
yes.
is probably not. So,
Yeah, no, obviously, yeah, because the high realms is not a matter of distance like that. It's a matter of like frequency and vibration. It's not a matter of distance.
that's my next point is those stars in that upper realm have frequency and vibration, and it has impact on Earth.
Ye- yes, yes. Also,
Everything that exists carry a
yes,
frequency.
yeah, yes. So, but
Not
this
everything that lives, everything that exists.
is this. Yes, yes, yes. So, but they are not teaching this, right? That's not the education of Earth right now at all. It's not the
I know
education.
that's the
Yeah. So like what even human eyes are seeing, which gives the people a curiosity, a sense of like, oh, this is something above for me to strive for. Okay, is also taken out. They say there's nothing to. We have taken our Star Trek Voyager through there,
oh
and
yeah.
we have found
They're gonna take you for a trip in the stars for sure.
nothing is there. Only Earth is there, and this vision we show of these, tall buildings. There's no trees and stuff. If you notice in Star Trek, where they have the main city, they don't
Yeah.
have many trees or anything. They just have these buildings, and
Yeah.
they have these flying machines in between, And if you remember all that things of
Oh,
what
I've
is,
seen it
yeah,
all like the
Star Trek, Star
meteors.
Wars, all of these things, which are the biggest things which mass consciousness understood about our universe. Their theory of this universe which they have given to the people is very one-sided, and it's meant to either keep them on earth, basically stay stuck here, or go lower.
Yeah.
Like two options, there's no third
And
option.
would you agree also that to feel that stuff, to sense that stuff, that there is something higher, you
Yes,
also need to align yourself with nature, divine principles, which are all embedded within you. I don't need
yes,
to give you a book to know about it. You have it within. The truth is within. Everything is within. You just need to question.
yeah,
So,
that's why the 12 years of schooling 12 years of schooling
yeah.
never goes into nature
No,
or
of
divine.
course.
These words are not part of.
Not even mention nature in school.
In the books which people are looking at, or now the courses, now they might just look at the mobile or the iPad or whatever, the
Oh,
laptop. But what I'm saying is, those the system remains the same. Like what you are actually learning is like that these things are not important.
yeah, yeah.
Anyways,
No value. No value to
yeah,
you.
no value. And there's much more value to like knowing which new drink is there in
Yeah.
the market, for giving you instant energy, like Lucozade or whatever. They have the names and stuff like strange. So people need to know those names, and that's much more important.
Oh, the names are important.
Yeah, yeah, like and all of that. Like so, the whole skewing again. That's marketing. There's a advertising everything. There's a whole that thing. So like if heaven was actually marketed and advertised, most people would want to go to heaven.
But yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
oh,
because
that's the good stuff. Like
yes,
why people avoid it, I don't
yes,
know. But you
yes,
can
yes,
also bring
yes,
anything to your life and make that magic that you
yes,
always desired to do. And
yes, yeah. But the thing is, heavenly realms never want to advertise. They don't want to play this game. They don't want to play the game of marketing,
uh,
advertising, propaganda. They want beings to themselves strive for it, want to go towards it through experience, through their own experience, through their own, you know, putting the head against the wall, you know,
Oh, yeah.
that, okay, this is not what I want. Like, this is not, I want something more, like, that, like, internal spark which is there within your being itself, which propels you in that direction. They want that to be the case, but I'm of the view that that is fine, but there should be some, at least, acknowledgement or some education that these things exist, at least for some kids or younger, that things that there is this option or this kind of thing, like this, that has to be there. Like,
Yeah, put it into their heads, at least. Put it
yeah,
in their heads, something
yeah,
valuable that
yeah,
they can extrapolate in their own mind
yeah,
after
or
during their
research,
life.
or put attention on, okay, the option which I've been always been saying. I think in your talks, in talks with you, like, I've said it over and over, the option has to be there. That's the second the other option, like, which is being always being attacked and taken out, like, that this option doesn't exist, this option is not there, it's not there, it's not commonplace, it never gets viral,
No,
this option. Even right now, after 30 years of internet, this option has never gone viral. it's,
exactly.
like, it's surprising, it's because that's how much the, whether it's shadow banning or 100 other things what are happening, you know to that thing. So it is a thing which does need to, you know like, what are heavenly things, what is the heaven realm like, you know they are not big discussions or anything on this at all, like, even after 30 years of, you know the
Oh,
internet. So I think that it has to be the next something for the next year, next 2 years. This has to be a, like, a movement. There's so many movements online,
yeah,
but
the higher vibration movement.
yeah, yeah. Heaven. What is heaven?
Yeah,
Okay, like, let's understand heaven. Or what is it like? What kind of lifestyle does it give? People want to know. Okay, what is the lifestyle in a city? What is the lifestyle in a farm? People want to know what is the lifestyle in a, like, there's a whole. I mean, there's used to be hundreds of lifestyle magazines on Earth in 80s and 90s and stuff, you know but what I'm saying is, like, as a being, you're existing in the universe, and what is the lifestyle in different planes of existence. Yeah, so
and
it should be of a topic which people should want to know about. I mean, it's
and
not
look
that.
at us talking about it today. Don't we look both on a freaking high talking about it? Like, come
I'm
on.
not, I think
There's
it's a,
no
like a very,
higher high than this.
yeah, yeah, it's a practical sort of subject. It's actually a very practical thing, that it should
Yeah,
be.
very
Yeah,
practical.
yeah, it's yeah, on an earthly level also, it's a practical thing, and it's a practical thing in your direction after you leave this bodysuit also, you know
Yeah,
so yeah, so it is a practical thing in both respects, actually, and you have to be very grounded, actually, to be discussing this, and to, like, that, why is, and that's also grounded question, why only this kind of marketing, not why no marketing for this. It raises very simple questions, you know, which,
but the
people can,
grounding is
yeah,
absolutely necessary. I agree
yeah,
with you
yeah,
because if not, you're like you gotta have a balance. The grounding, I think, is a lot the balance in
yeah. I
with
mean,
the human.
to get sense, because this is commonsensical stuff, and obviously the stuff which they're showing, the marketing, the advertising, is not have sense, does not have the common sense, and
No,
people who don't have the common sense only fall for it, you know, because if you apply common sense to it, then you will have questions, you will have, you know, these things, and that was my whole point of this, that people should go in that direction, and just, let's, for once, like, ask these questions and get to commonsensical answers of this.
at least let's start somewhere. Just start upping your vibe, like bring your vibes higher also by being more linked with nature
Yeah,
and the elements and stuff. And that will come back to you also. Like people have no really
starting point.
clue, have
Yeah,
no clue that when you get in touch with that higher stuff, it will get in touch with you also.
Yes, yes, it will.
Look
But
at you.
yeah,
You
it will
go in
help.
crop circles
Yeah,
and you play music and stuff, and the next day there's a big pattern that appear. Like you make rainbows and stuff, and I see
yes,
you all over the
yes,
place
yeah,
doing
yeah,
all kinds of stuff, but it's because you're in tune with nature and nature's in
yeah.
tune with you.
I'm working with high energies, and I like that's my focus. It's my focus. But like for focus to turn towards that, like there are starting points, like connecting to nature, like grounding, meditation, all of that you have to do, all of those things anyways. But I'm just saying, like, this, after that, people who have started doing that, this is another thing, another step people can take, understanding the higher realm, like, and trying to spread more content about it, basically.
So
That's,
what you're saying is talk to the divine. Talk to the divine.
and just get the actual, like, just what is the lifestyle. Okay, we know what earth,
I'm
right, the
talking
lifestyle.
to the divine today. I'm talking
Yeah,
to you.
yeah. So, like, it's like we know what our lifestyle right now on earth is. What are the options on earth? People know, like, okay, this is the option, this is the option, like, so that can be for whole existence, not just earthly existence. What are the options, and which one would I like to choose? That decision, basically. So
Yeah,
that's
like
what.
I said, death is an opportunity also to choose, like
Yes.
your direction, just like on Earth, probably.
Yeah, yeah, but
So,
when you have gone in a direction all the way on, Earth time, you can't just suddenly change at that time.
no,
It
that's it.
creates a momentum.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
have to create a momentum here
yeah,
on
yeah,
Earth,
yeah,
and
you have to
then
create a momentum here before that thing,
very,
passing over.
very,
Yes, so
very interesting topic.
yes,
Definitely. I don't know if you want to add anything else on
no,
the.
this is enough for now. I just wanted the spark to be out. Exactly
Yeah,
this.
because
Yeah,
there is something higher definitely to get in touch with. I just want to say that for my own perspective, I've never and also once you get in touch with the higher stuff, your dreams will sound like a cartoon. Okay,
yes,
your wildest dream will sound like a cartoon.
yes,
So
yes,
I'll just leave it like that because it's
yes,
so crazy, the blessing and the overwhelming feeling that you get once you're
yes,
you're more grounded. And to me, grounded is also being connected with others like you and myself and my inside self. And like, come on, this is the best earthly experience. It's not having a drink or a
yes,
margarita on the side of the beach or whatever the heck. No, it's that feeling within. Like you
yes,
can have 10 margaritas on the side of the beach. After
yes,
you're gonna feel like
yes,
shit after anyway.
yes, yes,
So
yes,
what's the point? So you
yes,
want to feel
yes,
good. You want to have good. So go on the higher uh,
yes,
side of realities of realm and all the good
yes,
stuff that this earth has to offer, and also make sure you're in tune with nature so nature can be in tune with you, and nature takes care of nature, right?
yes, yes,
So
yes,
just take care of nature, she'll take care of you.
yes,
Like we say, mama hurt, so she must nurture us in some way.
yes,
If
yes,
she doesn't, maybe because you're hurting her too much by hurting yourself
yes,
because you come from the earth. So stop hurting yourself. That's also in the lower realm.
yes,
As long as you hurt yourself, they will love you. So
yes,
stop hurting yourself.
yes,
And maybe
yes.
the whole
So the
thing will
spark
end.
is out, like this is, and until next time, whenever another spark is required, and we'll get together whenever another spark is required. So this
Exactly.
was,
Exactly.
yes,
So much love,
yeah,
everyone. It was a
yes,
great, great experience. Again, like I call that the PT experience. Because it's really an experience to be with you
yes,
and to talk and to because you're so in tune. So no, I give thanks every time. And
yes,
anytime PT you have something else, I'm here.
yes, yes,
Boom, ready to dance anytime.
yes.
All right, see ya.